Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I'll be doing a profile on my Triple D deck. Starting with the main deck. I run 3 of the Triple D the Zero Doom Queen Machinex. This card is a level 8 Fiend with Pendulum Scale of 0, very helpful in this deck. Also Defense 0, very useful. This card's Pendulum effect. During your main phase, if this card is activated this turn, you can place a Dark Contract Continuous Spell Trap from your deck face up onto the field. Her monster effect: if a face-up DDD or Dark Contract cards or card you control, except Doom Queen Machinex, is destroyed while this card is face up in the extra deck, even during the damage step, you can special summon this card, then destroy one card on the field. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. You can lose each effect once per turn. An extremely good card, helped out this deck so much. Another one of my favorites for the deck that's also new is the DD Count Surveyor. I know some people run him at 1, 2, but I run him at 3. I just love seeing this card in hand. His Pendulum effect: once per turn, if you pendulum summon a Triple D monster or monsters, you can target 3 monsters your opponent controls with the same type or attribute as each other. Tribute 2 of those 3 face-up monsters, and if you do, the third gains attack and defense equal to the total attack and defense of the tributed monsters had on the field. It's a good way just to clear boss monsters on your opponent's field, because they can't be destroyed by battle card effect most of the time, but that does not include tributing. That's a really useful effect that hardly ever gets used with this guy, but it does come in clutch. His monster effect: you can discard one other DD monster, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can add a DD monster with 0 attack or defense from your deck to your hand, like her. He's a really good searcher. I then run 3 of the DD Scale Surveyors. He's a scale 9, which is incredible. We love to see those high scales. During the standby phase, you can target up to 2 cards in the pendulum zones. Their scales become 0 until the end of this turn. You're never going to target 2. You're always going to target at least 1, because it's up to 2. You'll make 1 a 0, keep him a 9. Yeah, scale 1 through 8. Boom. He's also 0 attack. He can be searched out off of Count Surveyor. His monster effect: if you control a DD Pendulum monster card, you can special summon this card from the hand. If he is normal summoned or special summoned, you can make this card level 4. If this card is sent to the graveyard or added to the extra deck face up, you can target a DD Pendulum monster card you control and return it to the hand. I then run 3 Double D Griffin. A really good card. We all know what this card does. He's an extremely good card for the DDs. We all know Kepler. Kepler's great. He used to be our scale. We still use him a lot for the scale, but now we use him for searching. And to the Necro Slime, the fusion from the graveyard. Very good card. I like 2. I know you can run it with 1, but I just like having the assurance of one of them resolving. The Copernicus to dump the Lance Soldier or this Necro Slime. Really good card. The Triple D Oblivion King, Abyss Ragnarok. Really good. His Pendulum effect is what we use mostly. If you special summon a DD monster or monsters, except during the damage step, you can target a DD monster in your graveyard. Any battle damage your opponent takes becomes half for the rest of the turn. Also special summon that monster, and if you do, take 1,000 damage. But it's really good, really good effect to revive. And when he is summoned, you can target a DD monster, a Triple D monster in the graveyard and bring it back. And once per turn, you can tribute 1 other DD monster and target 1 monster your opponent controls and banish it. It's a really solid card all around. 1 Orthros for the pop. 1 Triple D Vice King Requiem for his little add-on effect, which is you cannot special summon monsters except DDD monsters. A DDD monster that was fusion summoned, synchro summoned, XZ summoned, or link summoned using this card on the field as material gains this effect. Once per turn, you can target 1 card on the field, shuffle a Dark Contract from your field or graveyard into the deck, and if you do, destroy that target, then gain 1,000 life points. A very good effect. I personally run 1 Triple D Destiny King 0 Laplace. During your main phase, you can add 1 face-up DDD Pendulum monster from your extra deck to the hand, except Zero King Laplace. And then his monster effect. You can special summon this card from the hand by tributing a DDD monster. Before damage calculation, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can activate this effect. This card's attack becomes double that opponent's monster's original attack until the end of the damage step. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. The first time this card would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. And you take no damage you take no battle damage from that battle. Really good card. He helps me get over towers like Chaos Angel and stuff like that. The DD Land Soldier, an extremely useful asset added to the archetype. You can target a DD monster you control, increases level by up to the number of dark contracts on your field or in the graveyard. And in the graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target a dark contract you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. A really insane card. Right now, I'm running 1 Swirl Slime. I'm thinking about bumping it to 2. He's been really good. But he's just a fusion summon from the hand. 1 DD Defense Soldier. This card, I think I've only used it once ever since I've had the deck, but I know he has his moments. I see a lot of people use him. He gets good plays. But this card, you can activate one of these effects. Target a DD card in your Pendulum Zone and special summon it. Or banish 1 DD monster from your graveyard. If your DDD monster attacks this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add a DD Pendulum monster from your face-up, extra deck, or graveyard to the hand. He's pretty good. I've just never got a chance to use him. And lastly, to round, I believe this is the last DD card. The Triple D Supreme King Kaiser. I love using this card. If this card is Pendulum Summoned, all face-up cards your opponent controls currently have their effects negated until the end of this turn. Once per turn, during your main phase, if this card is Pendulum Summoned this turn, you can target up to 2 cards in your Spell and Trap Zone, destroy them, and if you do, for each card destroyed, this card gains 1 additional attack during each battle phase's turn. I then run 3 Ash Blossom. That rounds up the monsters. On to the spells. I run triple Dark Contract with Patent License, just to lock out the opponent from any summoning methods. 3 Dark Contract at the Gate, just to search out the DD monsters. Dark Contract with the Zero King. This is an amazing new Dark Contract that came out recently. Well, last year, I believe. Like September, something like that. Well, this card is always treated as a DD card. That's very important. You can target a DD card you control, except Dark Contract with the Zero King, and destroy it. And if you do, special summon a DD monster from the deck, and then you're locked into DDs, but that's okay. The Dark Contract with the Swamp King for the fusion. A Foolish Burial. A Call by the Grave. Onto the traps. Dark Contract with the Witch. Pretty standard. Dark Contract with the Eternal Darkness. This card's getting a lot more play in a lot more decks too. While you have 2 DD cards in your Pendulum Zones, your opponent cannot target monsters on the field with spell or trap effects, tribute them for a tribute summon, nor use them as materials for a fusion, synchro, or exile summon. Once per turn, during the standby phase, take 1000 damage. Really good card. And lastly, 3 Infinite Impermanents, rounding up the deck total to 45. If I had extra Moltarmies, I'd put it to make it 48, but that's okay. Now, on to the extra deck. We'll start with the Xyz monsters. I run 1 Triple D Wave High King Caesar. We all know what Caesar does. Extremely popular card right now, especially since Fiendsmith. Just a special summon negate. But the cool thing is, with this archetype, he gets to use his second effect, which is usually if it was when a spell trap or monster effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster, you can detach material, negate that effect, and if you do, destroy that card. Then you can make 1 other DD monster you control, and this card gain 1800 attack until the end of this turn. That's a pretty neat effect too, that he doesn't get to use in the Fiendsmith engine, but now he does in the DD deck, where he belongs. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a Dark Contract from the deck to hand. Next, 1 Triple D Marksman King Tell. King Tell, we all know what King Tell does. Very OG DDD card. DDD Wise King Solomon, another great addition to the DDD archetype. You can detach material from this card and add a DD card from deck to hand. If this card is banished, you can target a DD effect monster you control. That effective monster gains this effect until the end of the turn. If this card destroys the monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. A lot of people sleep on that effect. It's really good. And lastly, for the Xyz monsters, the Triple D Divisor King Deus Machinex. I did have him at 2, but I cut him down to 1. I only had to use 1 every game I played. But we know he does. He's just a suck up. Suck him up. Ooh. Next. Oh, I had one more Xyz monster. This is the Triple D Duodon King Kali Yuga. Really, really good card. He's usually the last play I make when I'm going second. He's the last card I'll summon, because he just negates everything that's on the field. And then he can, once per turn, quick effect, Harpy's Feather Duster, everything. And also reset Dark Contracts. Next, on to the Synchro monsters. A Triple D Super Doom King Bright Armageddon, just to combo off from the, what's his face? The Dimensional King Art Crisis. Really good card. I'm thinking about cutting him and putting back another Triple D Divisor King Deus Machinex. I just haven't been able to use this card, because when I get that boss monster on the field, it's usually game. Usually. I don't think I've lost a game where I got him on the field. Next up, the Triple D Cursed King Siegfried, just a spell and trap negate. Really good. And then lastly for the Synchros, the Triple D First King Clovis. A really good combo piece. I would say he's quite necessary for the deck now. He's really earned his spot. On to the Link monsters. I run 2 Triple D Abyss King Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is such an amazing card. You can just summon the Pendulum cards from the deck to the Pendulum Zones. Do a bunch of snazzy stuff. And then lastly for the Link monsters, 1 of the Triple D Sky King Zeus Ragnarok. Another great addition to the archetype. You can target a DD or Dark Contract card you can control, destroy it. Also, during your main phase this turn, you can conduct 1 Pendulum Summon of a DD monster or monsters in addition to your Pendulum Summon this turn. He can also negate monster effects in the hand, so Nibiru proof. Lastly, the Fusion monsters. A Triple D Flame King Genghis. We all know what Genghis does. He's a OG piece. Same with the DDD Flame High King Genghis. He's just a bigger version. He can also do the revive, but he can also do spell and trap negate. I personally like the big boy better. Then I run the Quadruple D Dimensional King Art Crisis, signed by my friend Andrew, who pulled the card for me. This card is absolutely amazing. I've never lost a game if I got him on the field. You can target any... Well, I've never had to use his Pendulum effect, but that's pretty cool too. That's how he summons out the Super Bright King Armageddon, whatever his face is. You can target any number of Dark Contract cards you control, destroy them, then you can special summon up to that many Doom King Pendulum monsters from your extra deck or deck. He requires a Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, and Pendulum monster for his summon. All fiends. They don't have to be DDD. And he doesn't need to be Fusion summoned. You can just use it via banishment. And then when he hits the field, he can negate all effects face up monsters on the field. And then he can attack everything on the field as well. And lastly, a Triple D Alfred the Divine Sage King. I was having a hard time finding this card. And then my girlfriend pulled it out of a pack, so I had her sign it too. So I really like this card too. It's my favorite card in the deck. Because of that. His effect, during the main phase, you can fusion summon a Triple D Fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling its materials from your hand, field, and or banishment into the deck. If this card is banished, you can target a Dark Contract, continue spell or trap in the graveyard, or banishment up to the number of Triple D monsters you control, and place them face up on the field. Well, that is about it for the Triple D deck. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.